it's no secret what's happening, you know? If it were a secret, it would be harder to try and understand, you know, Donald Trump versus the squad and him telling them to go back to where they came from and send them back, and the whole thing telling them they can leave if they complain. It would be a lot easier to deal with if you didn't know what it was, but it's almost harder because you know what it is. Fundamentally, Trump's plan is to paint these congresswomen as the most un-American people possible, right? And you can disagree with the views, you know, like Ilhan Omar has said some controversial things. You know, Ocasio-Cortez has a different idea of America, which is not un-American. You know, Ayanna Pressley, I think the crowd didn't boo because they don't know her, and also, if you've seen her, she's got the most centrist views of the four, right? But regardless of that, they're still Americans. You know what I mean? That's what America's always been about, fundamentally, is that having that ability to have that discourse and different ideas, and then the ideas fights it out. You don't kick the people out because they don't agree with the ideas. In fact, I believe part of America's story is the people coming here because where they were, the people were like, why don't you leave because of those shitty, they were like, you don't like the ideas, leave. And they're like, we're gonna go somewhere where people don't say this. You know what I mean? And then now that's gonna be the story of America. But Donald Trump is using that. He's going, I'm going to say these people aren't American. This isn't America. They don't love America, as opposed to they have a different idea for what America should be. And then his plan, and then he ties them to the presidential candidates, and then it becomes a race about, do you love America, do you not love America? He appeals specifically to that portion of white voters who've determined the electoral college in the last election. He tries to keep them, goes, I'm with you, not with these people. You know who these people are. And that's what shapes the election. And what's tough is that on the one hand, you almost know, like AOC, Ayanna Pressley, the squad, you almost know that like there's like different messaging that they could use to counter that narrative, but then they would have to bend almost in a way to the will of Trump. And it's like, you don't want to do that. But what sucks about America is you've got the electoral college. So it's like, do you run the best campaign for the country, or do you try and do things that politically help you to win those 3 swing states? And that's, I feel like, eternally going to be the thing that curses America and its politics, is that you're not truly running to be the best candidate for all of America. You're trying to game the system. You know, you're trying to put in that little cheat code, up, up, down, down, left, right, A, B, A, B. You know, that's what you're trying to do. And as long as that's the case, I don't think you will be in a healthy space. It will always be a contrived journey to get those votes, because that's all Donald Trump cares. He just goes, I don't care about popular votes, I don't care about the most people, I don't care about minorities, because in these states, I win these people, I win it all. And that's the plan. And I know it sounds like a crazy theory, but it's a hunch I have, and it's also something that he tweeted. So yeah.